Well, hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Sharon Schembri and I'm Professor of International Marketing for SKEMA Business School in Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. I'm recording this today on December 11, 2019, and I'm recording this today because I have a New Year's resolution that I'd like to set for 2020. My New Year's resolution is that I'm going to develop a YouTube channel. I have some presence on social media, on LinkedIn. You'll see that I'm a Twitter freak. Check me out, search my name, and you'll find me. I'm pretty easy to find. I've actually been in academe for nearly 25 years, and it's been my intention for many years to post all of the material that I've recorded to YouTube. I haven't done it, and so 2020 I'm going to start a new endeavor in that regard. And so on this channel you will be able to see material that I am providing to my students, summaries of what it is that I'm teaching. In spring 2020 semester I'll be teaching an undergraduate course on strategy and a postgraduate course, a master's level course on global marketing. So basically you're going to get from me strategy, marketing strategy, branding strategy, social media strategy, all of that and everything in between. And I actually see social media as an excellent way for me to not only extend my classroom, but to keep in contact with many of my students, both current and previous. And so some of my students are doctoral students and some of my students are aspiring doctoral students, and they often ask me, like, what do you do as an academic? And even people in the general community will ask me, like, what do you do? And it's so hard to explain, what do I do? So what I'm going to incorporate in this YouTube channel is a daily take on what my activities comprise of. I'm going to call it the Daily Tea because every day I've got a cup of tea in front of me. I'm only productive when I'm drinking tea. And so today, let's give the first daily tea of what did I do today. Okay, so I started the day working from home at 8 a.m. I did a Skype meeting with some fellow academics in France and in China and the US, and we were meeting about the Masters of Science in International Business. I'm actually the head of the Masters of Science in International Business for SKEMA at the Raleigh campus, and we were talking about basically where is this program at, what's going on with it currently, and where do we want it to be, and then how do we go from A to B. And so, of course, as with every meeting, more work comes out of it, and so now I have to write up a report on where we're at and where we want to be and how we're going to get there in between. So that was the beginning of the day. Started at 8 a.m. That was a 1-hour Skype meeting. Then I took off, and door to door it took me an hour to get from home through the traffic, find a park and get to the office. So from door to door it was an hour transit, and so 10 a.m. I'm arriving at the office, and for the next 3.5 hours I worked on a revise and resubmit that I'm doing for Journal of Research and Science Teaching. My goal is to have that draft to my co-author by the 17th. I actually think I might be able to get it to her tomorrow, if not the next day, but no promises there. We'll see how we go. So today I worked on that for about 3.5 hours. I would have liked to have continued, because once you get on a roll, it's really hard to stop, and it's hard to pick it up again when you've got time. So it reduces the productivity to have to stop and start. But anyway, I had to stop because I had promised a fellow academic that I would participate in his class on, that's a consulting class, and I promised that I would participate as an examiner for his student presentations. So that took up the next 3 hours, and the students did an excellent job in presenting various projects that they basically put on the hat of being an international business consultant, and I was very pleased with what I saw them present. So that's not where my day ended. Still, I took another few hours to work on my manuscript that I'm revising and aiming to get to my co-author in the next few days. Somewhere in between, I squeezed in responding to and sending to various emails, squeezed in a few phone calls as well, chased down a few personal errands along the way. So it's like these bits and pieces you have to squeeze into the day. So now, at the end of the day, I'm recording this first take on my YouTube channel that I'm intending to launch in 2020. This will be my first post, dated December 11, and I'm deliberately doing it in December because I'm setting this New Year's resolution for 2020. I think the best time to start for any New Year's resolution is in December. That's something I've learned over the years, and I'm going to share, well, my intention is to share with you some of the clues and tricks and tips that I've learnt along the way. So thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to interacting with you and welcoming subscribers to this channel. And here's to 2020.